This is how we're going to make 30 to 40 grand on this one property. So just quickly, I want to show you one I did before so you know I'm talking nonsense. So this is what it looked like. Just quickly go through these. You can see it's old, dated, the bathroom, horrendous. And then this is what it looked like after. And this was all me. I didn't have any help except for electrical and gas work. So yeah, let's get on. So this is Kumasi Road. It's a lovely house, as you can see. It didn't actually sell for this. It sold for a little bit more. Have a look at the floor plan. It's one of those middle stair houses. The rooms, you're not gonna get a good idea about how big they are, but they are massive. So it's an end terrace, driveway, and then if you saw on the front image, this is like the front of the house. Bathroom was in a weird spot actually. I did go to view the house. There's me. So I'm gonna whip round this quickly for you, so you can see ceilings need to change. You know, it's a full refurb job really. Lovely. What do they call this? Cornicing? Is it cornicing? Architrave? No, not architrave. I can't remember what these things are called, but around the ceiling. So let me just go back. It was very, very pretty. The kitchen was in a weird location towards the back. The garden, well, there isn't really a garden. This is like a electric thing, a garage door. It is just a very grand house. I know it's a bit oldie woldy inside. And I'm just gonna whip round this really quickly. This was the master bedroom. Absolutely massive. The video and the pictures just don't do it justice. The skirting boards extremely high. This was the box room. Then you've got this room that has an ensuite as well. Weirdly, it didn't have a shower, but anyway, that's the property. So yeah, let's get onto the numbers really. So I is listed for 70k, but I think realistically it didn't sell for that because there was quite a bit of interest and it was just a bit more money than my previous investor had. So I'd done a property close by recently, bought it for 65 and then got it valued at 110. So I do know what I'm talking about. Stamp duty is going to be about 4 grand. Buying it through a company is at 5%. Solicitors 1.6. That's pretty standard. Estimated refurb. So on the house I just spoke about, I spent 8.3 to get it from worth 65 to worth 110. This is the gap up north. The northeast of England is just completely slept on. I'm not sure why. I've lived up here for a little while now. I wouldn't move back to London. I would just say that. 16 grand. So total cost, if we're assuming it was 80, would be around 101. Now, if you just look at this house, it was just grand. You know, once the hedges are trimmed up, you know, I'll show you the street view. The house is down here. So that's the house. I said you got the garage, back street as per usual. There's a seagull. But what I do want to show you on this street view is the houses that your neighbors have. Like, look at that. Yeah. I think you might get, yeah. So you got kind of normalish houses over here. But this sort of area of Blythe does have these like random massive houses. So let's just go back. I think this was an old school. I'm not sure. So this was the house. You know, a little bit tired, but it can get fixed up. That 16 grand renovation is simply, it is a complete refurb. I do all the work. I only have one investor, but I'm desperate to get more. So if you do have money burning a hole in your pocket, do let me know. Yeah, the house I did was kind of local to here. I won't bother you with that. But yeah, so completion time. The house I did recently was a little bit smaller in like grandeur, but kind of similar. It took me 10 weeks. It actually took me 9 weeks. I say 10 because there was just some last finishing parts that I had to wait for and blah, blah, blah. But I do all the work. I know how to plaster. I know how to fit kitchens, fit bathrooms, fit anything. The only thing I won't do is obviously gas work and electrical work, but I have two people for that. So it's never an issue and they're quite cheap. So estimated GDV 140. If I show you, so you can see this is the house in question, and I've just drawn a bubble around this house. So all of the houses here are, you know, relevant. So we've got end terrace here, 200,000. I think this is a little bit more sought after. I think it has an attic, but still only has one bathroom, whereas that had two. Or Kumasi had two, sorry. Bondika. So yeah, this is more what I was comparing it to. This one is in decent nick. Oh yeah, it's in good nick actually. The kitchen needs doing. So getting a kitchen done, if you were to get someone in to do a kitchen, you're looking at 8 grand. So that already brings us way past the 140. And the bathroom needs doing as well. So you can kind of see where I got the 140 from. I've probably underdone it a little bit. And then lastly, this one was an end terrace as well. A little bit less desirable because it's a bit it's not as private, but I'm not sure what the garden is saying. So this was on for 135 as well. This one's in livable condition, but it's nothing fantastic. Yeah. So you can kind of see where I've gotten the 140 from. On this same road. So this is the house, and there was a house down here. So a house that is, you know, terrace, not as desirable. No driveway, obviously, and that sold for 130. So a house like this with historical, you can see it's Ebenezer house with historical value or whatever the word is, would sell for more. This window is purely, I think back in the day they used to, fun fact, back in the day they used to charge you tax based on how many windows you had. And yeah, that they just blocked out that window. But this is the main bedroom, so you get enough light anyway. So yeah, I think GDV 140, conservative GDV 130. So estimated profit looking about 40 grand, conservative 30 grand. Now in 10 weeks, 12 weeks, even 15 weeks, I think that's a simply fantastic return on your money. That's it. That's a house that slipped by me. Maybe I'll get the next one.